Well, in the wake of yet another deadly shooting over the weekend in Allen, Texas, the Lone Star State's Governor, Greg Abbott, warned on Monday not to blame guns. Instead, we need to address, he said, America's mental health crisis. Governor Abbott, you go first. You address your own mental health issues first. Greg Abbott is the last person in America who should be talking about mental illness. Now, according to Newsweek, let me go full screen here so you can see this. According to Newsweek, more than 17% of Texans don't have health insurance, and that is twice the national average. 1 million children. This is, you can't get an abortion in Texas, but 1 million children in Texas have zero health insurance. These are poor children, so when they get sick, their parents must go out of pocket so they can see a doctor. Well, how likely are they to take their child to a doctor if they have to go out of pocket? This is the pro-life, fetuses are precious state. Most importantly, though, while Texas Governor Greg Abbott calls mental illness the leading cause of gun violence, Texas ranks dead last in providing mental health treatment to its citizens. Dead last. In Texas, you can get a gun. You just can't get a shrink to discuss why you think you need a gun. Plenty of guns in Texas, and, there's an epidemic of mass shootings in Texas, and there's also an epidemic of Texans firing their weapons. Talk to people who live in rural or suburban parts of Texas. Forget the gun deaths for a second. That's a serious problem. I'm not trivializing that, but put a pin in it for a second. If you live in rural or suburban Texas and you want peace and quiet, good luck. Chances are one of your idiot neighbors is doing target practice. That's if you're lucky. If you're lucky, it's target practice. More likely, he's drunk and firing his weapon randomly into the air to let off some steam. If you call 911 to report your neighbor firing his weapon, the police take hours to respond in Texas because it's probably a police officer firing his weapon for shits and giggles. And God forbid you're poor. God forbid you live in a poor segment of town in Texas. The police will not respond until bodies are piling up. If you live in Texas, guns are going off all the time. And you have no idea whether someone's being shot at on purpose or by accident. Ambient noise in Texas is the incessant sound of gunfire. Now imagine the toll that takes on your emotional well-being. Imagine what hearing the din of gunshots does to veterans, to anyone suffering from PTSD. One never gets used to the sound of gunfire off in the distance. So where do Texans find peace and quiet? Where are the guarantees that my neighbor's bullets don't land on my property or children? There are none in Texas. To get peace and quiet, to be free from the constant pop, 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 you need to own land, and a lot of it. You need to be away from people, and that requires money. The rich in Texas are immune to all of this. I can assure you the gun manufacturers, Wayne LaPierre, who heads the NRA, they don't hear the weapons they force on us. Gunfire, the sound of gunfire, the fear of gunfire is not a problem for the rich. And in America, if it's not a problem for the rich, it's not a problem.